to show you the introduction, and then I will start. Greetings. This is me, Zahra Jawad. Berserk. Zahra Berserk on this channel. Sorry, I forgot. And there's hardly much help. Uh, I managed to sleep in the commotion and attack. Physical felt like, because it's taken a physical, it took a physical toll again. And I'm being attacked by like spirits, I feel. Now that's what I feel I'm seeing. So this is for those who know about this, who are experts in this, any spiritual people. And I can't stop. Sorry, I had to come here early. I have to do a lot of things, and there's something going on in the background. So sorry about the sound in the background. A lot of commotion, bombardment, like restlessness. My head is, it keeps spinning, vertigo, and my can't do my work. My dishes have accumulated, can't wash, can't eat properly. I haven't had proper food since a few days, just surviving on. But that's good. Vegetables, frozen vegetables, and just microwave them and eat them. So this is me, and I don't know if there's anyone who can help me with this. I don't think so. I didn't get any help, and still I'm coming here. Uh, what can I do? There's hardly much I can do. So feeling Alzheimer's symptoms also from a long time ago. So I just read the symptoms like the person starts abusing and is uncontrollable in that when they do abuse in Alzheimer's and psychiatric, psychotic drugs don't help in Alzheimer's. And this is, I guess, maybe I'm guessing. Uh, so recently I was told something and then I went back to attacking in the Facebook this person's wife. I can't get him. I think he's blocked me on Facebook. And we 12 Shias were quite disorganized. So, the killing of 12 Shias in Pakistan. But that no one to really like the Ismaili Jamaat. I felt I was missing the Ismaili Jamaat. Uh, proper some Imam over Yusuf Zaidi. This is a life, and I feel that Yusuf Zaidi was quite irresponsible when he came to help me, or when he asked for my help. They've messed it up. He didn't actually know, maybe, or but this time they're saying this Yamdud that I mentioned here, which I remembered the ID of a person on Desi chat. Yamdud could stand for a family relative's name. You see, like the Y for Yusuf, the A for Agha, and the M for Mahmoud. Here, Yamdud, it's in this video. Let me just find it. And Yusuf Zedi sent me this email saying he's stuck on me. Okay, so whether I said it in the past or stuck on you. Yes, so I've, I quite, uh, so I've spoken about this, right, in the past. But about Yamdud, where's Yamdud? The name that I encountered. It's in this video. Yamdud, yeah, has his ID now. I was using my sister. I was using. Okay, okay, I have some. Sorry, I'm going to speak. So, Yamdud, do you see this? Yusuf. Y stands for Yusuf. Could I guess later on, but you know how we are. We cannot take action. And I'm sitting here in a bombardment, restless attack. The attack has increased since I sent a message to Farah Yusuf. And the reason why this time again was that they were telling me what that Yusuf Zaidi helped a rapist in Pakistan, Karachi, who was raping a minor by, all that seduction, and then got married to a very young girl also. Like the family he got married into, no, sorry, the family he took the girl from, daughter from, is younger than and he's very old. He's not that young. So he got married to the younger daughter, youngest, and not the eldest daughter. And his sister also is kind of is dodgy and all, spreading false rumors against people. Now, sorry, my mind went wild, and I did some live streams on Facebook early morning when I was very, very disturbed. The disturbance has started, so I may not be able to think straight or speak properly. I can't take action. You know how we just, I don't know what this is, strange. Like where there was negligence on my sister, infant sister, some months old. My mother, I don't know, she had to give the infant in the care of a caretaker, and they were in a different room. The caretaker went to sleep, and my infant sister died, some months old. She was choked by the milk. She was being fed through the bottle. The caretaker went to sleep. And so my father, he came. I was in the cot in my parents' room, and he said, Zara, wake up. He woke me up and he said, Zara, Salwa has died. And then he said, go back to sleep. And I was in my parents' room in a cot. I remember sleeping in a cot. And we didn't take any action against the negligence. It was an accident. So my father let go. We don't take these actions against Although once my brother had said that something, my younger brother has said that had taken action or wanting us to take action, but I was like, no, 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 and forgiving and no, no, just let it be. Don't say anything, out of politeness, which cost us. Oh, stop it. So I'm being attacked. And then recently the things happening here, like they told me, I was getting telepathy that if you call your brother for help, we will make him, we will hurt him. So, anyways, I didn't give, I was like, no, no. Um, so I called him for help once and he was busy. So, you know where my suspicions went to, that someone here is after us. And the taxi's not stopping and all that. Things like that, right? So maybe because I'm doing this Islamic thing also, I mean, now I've got extra enemies. I've invited them, so they're not going to attack me uh, directly, but they would do an indirect thing. So that I have to face. And I wish I would face it patiently and take it. But in my condition, I can't even stop from myself from coming here. There's no help. I've been, I don't know. And then people can exploit this condition. If I say anything against the UAE sheikhs or anything, then, people can exploit this. Pakistanis can exploit this. American, some, anyone. If I, like I say against the Americans, they can exploit this, leaving the starving Afghanis like that. And many other things I heard they do to break. They can break a whole country. They broke USSR into pieces just to be the superpower number one. So healers, they can be, they can set them, set themselves up as healers and do this. Okay, before I go on, also about my health and a case, mysterious and all this. Anyways, family members, we've never sent them to police or taken any action. There was another case in our house by a family member and a maid, but we just asked them to leave. We don't put them in jail or anything. We don't report them to the police. Uh, so, yeah, and I also don't have sometimes Rehm very, uh, like I get angry, but then I say, no, 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 I'm not going, not actually report it. Like if I don't like the Uber service or this and that, I have to make a complaint directly to Uber. But a young Pakistani man has perhaps at that time I may get angry and complain to my brother or something. But to take like a proper action, I would not want that because you see, रहम दिल आ जाता है ना वो you feel no, no, no. When once like I felt I was connected here, and I was thinking, what if the Uber company man says to me that shall I take like action? I was like, no, 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 it's like nothing, just let it be. And he's a young Pakistani, and I don't want anyone to lose their job like Tala Bichara. Now I start to feel sorry for him. So, no, no, is it worth it to take that action against him? I suspect it's like now it could be that, This is the first time I suspected, and he may have been scared or something of me because my brother did tell him, like, you have to go and pick up my sister. And so he made a mistake, like he didn't recognize me, and then he had to come into the taxi area when I wanted to go there on that lane with my trolley. So, he could have been scared and made, and even when I called my brother, he started to apologize. He said, "Main maazarat chahta hu." That's like, I apologize if I have in any way hurt you and all this, right? You didn't like my service. So, no, I would not take action against him. But just get angry, upset, and I think that's my limit. So even though detecting a sight, but it happens, it could, maybe I shouldn't take it so seriously. Detecting slight, dishonesty that in the beginning, उसको शायद वो घबरा गया और उसने पहले ये बोला कि मैं बहुत ट्रैफिक से आया हूँ. So I said, I've also been around for an hour walking with heavy bags. I understand your duty and traffic and all this. And then he said another thing that also, oh, yes, there, you can't stop because it's a taxi stand, but people get dropped and everything in private cars. But you can't stop more than 30 seconds or so there. So that's why he said, Jaldi, come fast. So maybe वो घबरा गया and he couldn't couldn't explain like I in this. I can't explain myself properly, and people might think I'm dishonest. So small things I get triggered. Yeah, I told him off. I said, "You are Pakistani, that's why this that." But then when I called my brother to complain against him, he apologized very nicely. So this and that I'm quite sensitive. One should overlook these things, I guess. So we have overlooked these mistakes. Yeah, considering even Yusuf Zaidi, like speak to him. Okay, so one day I'm angry at him, the other day, no, no, be good. What does it take for you to uh, be like, not be bad and be good with him? Imam Hussein was good with his enemies, where he went, to what extent, communicating in the battlefield, giving, giving, appealing to their hearts. So I'll have these pauses. Correction. Yes, my previous live stream here was on Shaheed Ahmad, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, Ahmadi founder, founder of the Ahmadi movement, Islamic. And I read some things out from the Wikipedia. Maybe I said he was crucified. He wasn't crucified, but he died a natural death. But that was in Wikipedia. He was talking about Jesus Christ. And sorry, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad died a natural death, and I just mixed him up with Bob, the Baha'i founder, who was executed actually. So I apologize for that, make a correction, and I've done a live stream on my second channel about this again, like Ahmadis and the founder of Ahmadis. So I made like it was really funny. I could, I was under a lot of bombardment. My body to like snails going, you know, around my under my skin. Again, it started to a very, it became stronger when I went to her channel. No, sorry, what am I saying? Sorry, excuse me. I went into the inbox, a messenger, what do you call it? And I started to abuse her. I couldn't find words anymore. So just whatever I could find abuse. She is Yusuf Zedi's cousin and a wife, right? Since they got married and all this. Pakistan disorganized. And even our Shias. We don't have an imam. So it's a big, we have our criminals in the family also. Shia criminals. Very bad. So after the messages to her about her husband and her children, खुदा लानत करे तुम लोगों को तो, hang upside down your children also. All this. I started to get such an attack, like in kind of in Pakistan. A lot of okay, I have to close my eyes at times. I'm being bombarded, and now I'm supposed to order some food, or I can't prepare food, but I'm doing this. Excuse me, I just put something in my mouth. No meal, little snacks and crumbs. I had. I'm very restless. I have to close my eyes now and then. Oh, this is energy on me. Oh my God, someone stop them, please. Okay, I'm losing it. Uh, so, anyways, I woke up with the kirtan, but Radhi Govinda. And my voice is also not good right now. It's gone a little bit. I get, oh, and a breathing. They've got my lungs or what? My chest, and they and my also the oxygen that was in St. Joseph's College. I felt the oxygen was not reaching my head, and this aunt of mine, she was from my mother's side, but not my mother's sister, my mother's cousin. So I'd taken O level photocopies, O level, my certificate. And I don't know how, first time in my life, it disappeared from the envelope afterward. No, before. So we had to go, when I went inside to get my admissions, I couldn't find my O level certificate that I had put there, photocopied. It was in, so I had, how it disappeared, I don't know. It was like Nazar Band. And this aunt was there, and she had gone to the Fikri family, and the Fikri family principal was there when I went to St. Joseph's College. And she was very jealous of me, us, my mother's sisters also, and she used to spread false rumors. And she even took her mother, that's so shameless, on false accusations against me. That I took her to a man in that hospital. That doctor, it's a long story. Then her aunt Mamie, we were very close to, like, because Mamie was not very close to this sister of hers, but she was close to more. She used to live with my grandmother's place, right? Her her brother's place. Her brother was married to my grandmother. So, anyways, they're sisters, but what happened is she took her mother to, and her mother was my grandfather, maternal grandfather's sister, to complain against me that I'm taking her to men at the age of like 11, 10, 11, when after we came back from London. She actually was there in the she herself used to talk to the doctor, Cindy doctor, the hospital which was near Hamdard after the Crocodile Saint. My mother had found this hospital for her sister, one of her sisters, to get an eye operation done. So Mimi, her aunt, my grandaunt, came to me and said, Zahra, are you taking her to a man? I said, no, Mimi. I go to the nurse there, whom I like, and she herself goes to meet the doctor. Mimi said, Zahra, I understand. I, I, she understood this person was a liar, but actually took like if they took my sister and they started to like. So I think we should report to the police against. But they're huh? Even it be against the poor. What kind of person are you? And my sister started to say that she hated us. Like we had thrown her and they made her hate us. My God. Can you believe that? And we don't complain even. I couldn't tell my sister because I didn't want her at that time when she was telling me. Like I couldn't explain to her that no, it was actually I was duped into send she this Hajri Suhaila, my aunt's daughter, my grandaunt's daughter, my mother's aunt's daughter, told me that she'll become they had now come near our house. So it wasn't like we had thrown her. Oh goodness, I can't speak. It's still shocking. Before they used to live in the market. Later on, they came to near our place. So the ayat caretaker used to take my baby sister there to their house and all that. When she was 3 years old. When she became 3 years old, Hajri came to me and said that she really enjoys being in our house, and we will make her so studious. We will um, give her so much attention and care, and we will make her so studious that she will become more, intelligent, studious than you. So I said, really? Yeah, okay. Uh, so we will take care of her, but I didn't like just give her away like that. Uh, but when she goes to their house, it's good that they. Uh, and this Hajri, I had to trust. This is like नज़र बंद बहुत होता है. Dupe deception in Pakistan. How nicely they come and how nicely they cut your pockets. Huh, you would not know what hit you. Like I used to say there in Pakistan, They can sell you and you don't know, you will not know that they have sold you. Anyhow, about the O level certificate, it was then got the copy, the ditto copy stat. Oh, so what do you call it? What do you call it? So that the next time I went without her, without Hajri, Sohela. So nothing. No, there was my envelope was okay, and my certificate, everything was intact. Next time, to oh yeah, so she anyone this aunt of mine was quite weird. To like my mother used to take me to her relatives who lived near the towers, right? The moment they came to our old house, near our old house, and Hajri started, we started to go all together to them, two sisters. Their behavior changed against me. They used to like look at me like, you know, even years later, they wouldn't talk to me. Uh, One sister I met much later in Mehfil Shahrazan during Ramadan, but I was really scared to go and say hi because I would think maybe they don't like me anymore because Hajri had spread these false rumors in Tandoor Toro, Hyderabad against us. And so this person from Hyderabad came to our house one day. So she said, I also smoke, and Hajri had spread the rumor against us. Her her cousins, female cousins, my youngest aunt, my mother's sisters, that we are prostitutes, that they are prostitutes. And we used to laugh because we were all united and we knew what we were, that we were not prostitutes. So I'm appealing to the Shia community in London, wherever you find these people, Farah Yusuf, wherever, if they ever go to madrasas. Now she's taken off her hijab and all that. This is not a proper hijab. And now that she went to London, she came to my house with, a coat, like a Irani way of a jacket and then a hijab on her head. And I told her, there's no one here. You can take your. I was because Yusuf Zedi was there, but she said, no, no. Yusuf Zedi had brought her to my house and called her Chanda. He used to call her Chanda, her nickname. Now this is proper hijab. Oh, so I'm acting funny. So I'm trying to cut my anger and frustration. I can't afford to get angry. Right now I'm being attacked. Can you believe it? I'm talking. Okay, so my speech may be slurred or my tongue, my head. I feel a lot of stress, commotion. Oh, God. So I wish it was like, the Catholics organized. We could go to the priest and then they have the bishop. We could have complained rather than go to the police because it's a family matter. Some of us who might not have the heart to go in. But, and then I was told about this Hajri, my mother's cousin, that in childhood her mind, something happened to her brain. So she was not able to complete her studies, her schooling. Anyways, but, she said that I will help her. And my sister was small. So that grade, and then they had a tutor as a family friend, a teacher from Habib Girls School, the family friend, who I also used to go for tuitions to. And so I felt, yeah, she will be safe. I can't believe that I agreed to it that, um, like, if my sister can stay with them. And they made her hate us. And then the uncle, the Mamu also started to give her stories. Like, I was like, later on when in Dubai apartment, family apartment, I was like, how can you write a letter when you're born? Because you were our sister. So he's a liar. Ah, he's told her that when you were born, I, God knows what letter I had written for you, and you are a special gift to us. How did he know? It was only when she was 3 years old or so that Hajri, his sister, came to me to say that, she's quite happy in our house. So I said, yeah, okay. So meaning, and like my mother also was brought up by her aunt, Zara aunt, you at the Devi. And she was the firstborn of my grandparents, right? And then, but these, so then my sister also started to tell people, I don't think my mother had any problem. She did not feel that her parents hated her, and that's why they sent their firstborn to Zara auntie's place to live there. She, but we got it about this from, they made her, it's, it was, I thought it was natural thing that the families help, but I had a bad experience, very bad. I should not have trusted Hajiri at all. Let me see what I can say and what I cannot. But right now, I'm not thinking straight. I can't discriminate, and I can't like filter in and what I should say and what I'm just being attacked, and I just have to talk ranting or rambling about this case of mine. So if invest, okay, before they get me completely, yeah, and so against someone else here. So right now, because the attack is less, I can talk like this. What shall we do? Okay, we are followers. You don't know my case, so I should, or an expertise who has followed me, expert person who has expertise in this. So when I looked at the Ismaili Imams, I thought the Jamaat must get together you know, and when someone is in trouble, we have the head Mukhi. We can go to the Jamaat and talk to the Mukhi, things like that. But 12 Shias are not at all organized in this case, like the Ismailis are. Okay, so it came to me that Yusuf Zaidi, earlier on in the day, was sent by Yusuf Agha Mahmud. And once what happened is my mother, I don't know what her aunt said to her. My mother became physical on her aunt, this aunt, although she respected and loved their auntie, her sister, a lot. So I used to hear that they used to complain that my father doesn't give enough money for Homa, my sister, and all this. They used to complain in the community. And once my brother said in the old house to bring Homa back, my sister, tell them to send Homa like that. And I was like, no, no, Abbas, let it be. And, oh, you know, they made her hate us and showing that they really care for her and all this. Lanatullah. Oh my, and I don't want to say this, but like, because I'm not a Shia anymore. Okay, so the point I was on, sorry, so yeah, so Abbas, my younger brother, told my mother if they're complaining so that our daddy doesn't give money, enough money for Homa, just call her back. But that also failed, and they managed, cruel people. So once my mother got physical with her aunt, and I was not there. So what happened is I got a call from Yusuf Yamdud. Just kidding. Yusuf Agha Mahmud, my aunt's this son, and he told me that he was very angry. So he told me that um, you are a very rude thing. He told me. So I was very angry. I was like, what is? I was so shocked. Also, usually we'd consider this son of my aunt was not bad. Like he was very decent and all this. But he said something like, then I started to get calls that you are going. When I used to go to the dugout to Father Augustine for my counseling, I used to get calls that you go to this building upstairs to a man in a wrong way. And it was in their area. Like their friend was in that street living, their friend's house, whose daughter he's married to. Yusuf is married to now, youngest daughter. So he said something like very bad thing to me. So then his mother, afterwards, when he's called and said such a bad thing to me, so I replied back and I said, "You are worse than me. You have done bad to my sister." Just like that, I didn't have evidence or anything. So then he didn't even apologize when he didn't call to say sorry, and then so I don't remember my aunt coming, my grand aunt, and saying sorry, we're sorry. Yeah, no, no, maybe I heard through someone that my grand aunt told later on told her son that eh, I wasn't even involved, that I could stop my mother. When I went out, it was all over, and I said, "What's happened?" And they said, "Nothing." And then I saw I went back in my room. My my grand aunt was there with her niece, my mother. But they have this thing against us all the time. They took our sister. So if you think these people, you know, they're criminals, and you have to. Someone help me investigate. They have jinns and muakils and Sikandar Shah definitely had the expertise. They could even send a jinn to someone if they can remove, uh, on the pretext that they're removing an evil spirit or a Muslim, a woman's uh, who has passed away, her spirit from me, who was attached to me. I don't know. So this is a very personal. No, I've. So we have this deception, criminals and Shias, Shiasam, to what to do. Now wishing won't help. So we don't have an imam present. Send them back to the Rahim Yar Khan. And God gives them children. Well, this. So God will one day, because this Yamdud, he had a child later on, baby girl, and she's disabled. Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, not nice. So God forgive me. So they say there's a reason behind. Huh? That's it. Okay. And so I was not like, at the drop of the hat, cursing children. I wasn't like that, even though I grew up in that environment where someone used to do this, cursing someone at the drop of the hat. Oof, mera to dil kamta tha. Like I would never, curse or abuse, like curse someone's children. We say bless, and from Christianity also I learned bless your enemies, Jesus Christ, right? So, and my father also would say, let them be happy in their homes. Let us be happy in our homes. Like when my aunt started to, I had a problem with my aunt too. She started to call me and disturb me. Another aunt. So we have this evil witches. But what? Oh, now it's too late. But I wish we had an imam, a jamaat organized, community members. Come close, reach out. So, since we were not organized, these criminals in Shia Islam, they could do these things, right? And it's too late. We've lost. I lost a lot. They killed me, and they've kept me alive. Like I wouldn't die, and there would be a death wish always. So this now, too late. I can't even move now. If you tell me, take care of yourself, please order food or get up. Why are you doing this here? Wash your dishes, uh, order food, at least have something. Um, I can't. I would say I can't. My head is like I have Alzheimer's. My I feel damaged. My brain unmotivated, or I'm kind of I can't. I'm sitting here and I'll be ranting. Right? This is my condition. Order some bread, sliced bread, so you can have more bread and butter. No, I don't feel like getting up and ordering. It's too much stress in my head. And I just woke up, so how much shall I rest? Keep resting? So earlier on in the day, I heard some voices which are extremely disturbing. I cannot say what the voices were. And I just wanted to scream out, but the neighbors here would get disturbed. Hope someone, hope wish we had an imam. We had a marja, but we did. So, bedardi, negligence, everything under the sky, shameless. Right now, I can't afford to get angry. I can't breathe properly. Exasperated and all, in a frenzied state. Take a break now. Yes, now I can take a break. Okay, thank you. I can. Okay, thank you very much. Please do something before it's too late.